Hi, everybody out in Facebook land, maybe Instagram, who knows, YouTube. I'm Trudy Stoner, and I am not your ordinary love coach. I am the love coach that teaches you about love and abundance in all things, and about what love really is and who you really are, so that you can be the one, so that you can attract the one, taking love to a whole new level. So I wanted to hop on here today. And if you are joining me for the very first time, please introduce yourself, say hello. If you're watching the replay, please let me know that as well so that I can acknowledge you and connect. I always appreciate you watching these and being here. I'm also in the process of creating a new YouTube channel. So I'll put the link, and I am putting a series of videos there. I just am posting two today on conscious love and conscious living. So if that's of interest to you, will you please go over there and subscribe and follow me and watch those. Okay, that's enough housekeeping. So the story. I wanted to share this with you because this is something that just very recently happened. And I wanted to share it with you because it was one of those moments where, like, the pin drops, where it kind of all makes sense in an instant. It's like the veil is pulled back, the curtain's pulled back, and we're shown something. And that happened. And I want to share the experience and the story with you in hopes that then you will be able to apply this into your own life, or it might help you have your own aha moment. But I was recently on a road trip with someone very special to me. And I'll get into that more later. It's not time for that yet. But we were driving, and we're driving north on the California coast. And that morning, I had packed a picnic lunch, knowing that we were going to be driving up the coast. There might or might not be places to stop. And I wanted to be prepared, so I packed a picnic. And it was an ice chest in the back. And at a few different points, we'd stopped and done some tourist things and stopped and we're looking at some elephant seals, and it was windy. And it was beautiful, but it was so windy. And as we drove along, there were times that, if anybody has ever driven Highway 1 along the California coast, you know what I mean. But for many of you, you're not going to have any idea. But what happens is you go along a really narrow, windy road, and the coast, the Pacific Ocean is right there. And a lot of times you're up really high above the ocean, and other times you drop down and you have beaches that are accessible. So we were coming along, and the terrain is varied. And he says to me, "We need a good spot for lunch. We need to manifest the perfect picnic spot." And I said, "Yeah, okay, let's do it." And we both follow Abraham. And so he begins listing what he desires in a perfect picnic spot. And then he invites me to do the same. What would you like to have? And some of the things that came up for us were like a good place to sit, comfortable place to sit, no wind or gentle breeze, but no wind, accessibility to shade and to sun, and not a lot of people, not overly crowded, not totally secluded, but also not feeling like you're in the midst of a crowd, a beautiful view, maybe access to the beach. And as we went along, we were naming the things that we really wanted to find, easily accessible. And then he shifted and he said, "Okay, so tell me how you feel when we find this spot." And I used words like peaceful, content, excited, relaxed, like it was like perfect. It was a perfect spot, that it felt like we were in a dream because this perfect spot appeared. And these are some of the things that I used and that he used. We were talking about how we felt when we were actually there. And then we simply drove. And this is really important. This is really key, because we detached from the outcome. We just stayed in a vibration of excited anticipation. not even expectation. It was excited anticipation. It was a deep knowing. It was a trust. There was a level of trust that just said, okay, now we wait and it will appear. We will know it when we see it. And we didn't discuss that out loud. We just sort of defaulted to that. And then we were listening to music and we were talking and we were driving, and we weren't like, oh, laser focused on visualizing the perfect picnic spot. No, we put it out there, we surrendered it, we trusted, and then we just waited for it to show up in our reality. Within 10 minutes, we are driving along and we kind of come down and we're at like this middle level where we're above the ocean, but we're not like on a big cliff above the ocean. Like the ocean, there was a path down to the beach that was very easy and accessible, and we were able to do that. But before that happened, we're driving along and we came to a sign that said picnic area and beach access. And we kind of glanced out the window and he said, I think that's our spot. And we couldn't really see that much of it, but instantly I knew. And I said, I think so too. So we did a U-turn, turned around and went back and went in. Sure enough, you guys, there's this parking lot, there's a restroom. Now, California is in the middle of an extreme drought and it is dry as a bone. And you don't see a lot of grass. You don't see a lot of green anywhere. This particular, you come in this parking lot and there's this beautiful stretch of lawn, green grass. And it is like carpet. It's thick, it's healthy, and it's soft. It's soft. And we go and we're in the sunshine. There's no wind. There's a very gentle breeze, which is just perfect because it's not too hot, not too cold. There's a few people around us, not very many at all, maybe 5. There's a gorgeous view of the ocean with a trailhead that goes down to this beautiful beach. We had a guy walk by and say, hey, are you guys going to go down to the beach? It's epic. And he was right. It was epic. It was beautiful. But we went and we spread out this blanket and we sit down and we spread out our picnic, and we have trees and bushes and berry bushes around us that create almost a little privacy area. And we are there experiencing peace, relaxation, bliss, honestly, excitement, because literally the words coming out of our mouths are exactly what we imagined. Can you believe this? Yes. This is perfect. Yes. It's like a dream. Yes. This is exactly what we asked for. Yes. It ticked all the boxes. It was magical. And it happened like that. It was like a quantum leap. It was the most beautiful day. After the picnic, we packed up and we went down to the beach. We each went and sat for 15 minutes and did our own silent meditation on the beach. It was so spectacular. And we were in a state of gratitude and awe and appreciation. And then later, as we're driving, continuing our drive, we're talking about that. We're talking about like, whoa, what caused that quantum leap? What caused that to happen? And it was truly the knowing, the deep connection and knowing to the feeling, to what we wanted, how it was going to feel when it appeared, and that it was already there. It was just going to come into our reality. So I'm going to do another video. All of these are going into my new YouTube channel. So if you follow the link and follow me on YouTube, then you can see how this progresses, because I don't want to do such a huge long training or very long videos. I want to keep them short and sweet. But I'm going to talk to you about manifestation and going even deeper down the rabbit hole as far as it already being in existence and how we can align and call it in. And it's just that we have that ability in any area of our life. And I want to talk to you about that because it's been happening consistently on a regular basis. And I really want to go deeper, but it would make this a little bit long. So hop over to YouTube or keep an eye out here. I appreciate you watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this was hopeful or helpful, because I hope to instill some joy, some hope, some excitement, some curiosity with all of this. Also, if you want more information, follow me at trudystoner.com, and there's more information about different programs. I'm so happy and grateful for you. Have a great day.